Tanya Barnett Show. It's the 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 Tanya. We talk about real things, talk about life things. The 21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood, marriage, divorce, dating, healthy living, and thriving, of course. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, where we discuss the unique challenges of the 21st century women. So buckle up and get ready, sister, to get your life right.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya Barnett Show. It's the Tanya.
Hey, good evening. This is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. I'm so super excited about tonight. I have some amazing news, y'all. I had a fantastic time at TED. Last week, I was in Delaware. I did TEDx Women. It was an amazing experience. I had an opportunity to share my hair loss journey. I actually had a standing ovation. There I am on the screen. I have an amazing engineer. I just have to do that sidebar. Jacob is amazing. I love him. And so it was a great experience. So if you ever have an opportunity, if someone ever reaches out to you to give a TED Talk, it is very scary. It is a lengthy process. It was about a 4 to 5 month process. But it is well worth it. I learned to be a better speaker. I learned how to convey my message in 9 minutes. So therefore, if someone reaches out to you and they feel like you are worthy enough for the TED experience, go for it. It was phenomenal. It's something I will never forget. Great relationships created during the process. And so thank you everyone for your calls, your texts, DMs, everything. I had so many people reach out to me, just shooting me little quick prayer text messages and things of that nature. So I don't want to try to shout out everybody because somebody be mad at me and be sending me hate mail or unfriending me on Facebook. So I just want to thank everybody for all of your support for my TED Talk last week. It was just phenomenal. So I will have the replay of that hopefully within the next 30 or so days once I get it. For those of you who did not catch it live, thank you all. Even my mama caught it live. She said I made her cry. I'll make sure you have that link. It'll be on my website as well as on my YouTube channel. So thank you again. I appreciate you all. And I want to also give a special shout out to Cheryl Wood. I attended her Playtime is Over conference on this weekend, and I received the Global Smashers Award. So thank you so very much, Cheryl Wood, for bestowing that blessing of that award to me. I was shocked. I'm still in shock that I received it because the other 8 women who I received an award with are just, they're powerhouses. They are impactful. They're empowering women. And so to be counted amongst them was an honor. So thank you, Cheryl Wood, for that. And I appreciate it so much. Right after this really quick break, I'm going to do my She's Gotta Have It. And then you'll have an opportunity to meet my special guest. You are going to love her. Right after this break on the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey there, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. You all know this is my favorite segment, the She's Gotta Have It segment, where I feature a black business that I have to have. So if you have not noticed, if you haven't taken a look, The t-shirt that I have on today is none other than Selena Gill of Selena Gill Designs. She has an Etsy store. She's also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so look her up, Selena Gill. She does pillows, mugs, shirts, you name it, she designs it, and they are unique. So this one says, and there goes my phone. Honey, can you get my phone? Y'all know this is real live, right? So my phone just fell. So this one says, I speak in tongues, I speak bougie, I speak hood. Which one do you want? So if you want a whimsical t-shirt or an empowering t-shirt, Selena Gill has them. Check her out on Selena Gill. That is CELENAGILL Design. She is on Etsy as well as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can check her out. She has some great home decor. She is doing fantastic work. So I appreciate her. Thank you, Selena. And she also designed one of my shirts for the Real Wife Movement. So I also want to shout her out for that. So whenever you see me wear my Real Wife Coach t-shirt, Selena is the one who did that shirt for me. So again, my She's Gotta Have It here on the She's Gotta Have It segment is none other than Selena Gill Design of Selena Gill Design. So right after this quick break, I'm gonna have my special guest, none other than Deborah Franklin, here on the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision. Listen Vision.
Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett, your host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet. I'm so super excited about, I got a feeling I'm going to be laughing the whole entire show, like for real. I love this woman. She is none other than Deborah Franklin. Can you tell everybody, hey?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
And I love her. We actually met each other last year at an author event, Black Authors and Readers Rock event.
Yes.
And so her energy there just was magnetized. I just really appreciated her energy. She's down to earth. She's real. And so when it was time for me to have guests on my show, I had to have her. And I think you're going to love her.
I'm so excited about being here. Thank you.
And your lips are popping.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you did. Your lips
I did okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did real good.
I was trying to
girl.
make sure I was right when I came on to hang out with you. One time, had to make sure it was laid just right.
And I appreciate that. So, Deborah, can you tell the viewers a little bit about you? Those who don't know anything about you.
Okay. Hello again. I am Deborah Franklin. I am the host of Conversations with Deborah Franklin that comes live on fireradio.com. But I'm also a co-host on The T, which is how I met this young lady, because I was actually out working for The T as one of the co-hosts so that I could meet different authors to have them featured on our online talk show, book show. So again, you have to go log in. I have to do I got to do the plug.
It's okay.
Go to jointheT.com. Make sure that you are logged in. Make sure that you follow us. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you will be amazed at some of the authors that we feature on that show. But I'm also an author. I have authored 2 books now. Look at me.
Yay. She a bad mama jam.
I'm trying to do the best.
She ain't bring a book.
But there's a reason why I didn't bring a book. Y'all, I got a good bad problem, and authors understand. You go to an event, you thinking that you're not gonna do too much, but I sold everything.
Yay.
Even the book that I had brought just as the prop, I had to sell that too. So they on back order, but we got pictures. He's gonna put that up, and we're gonna tell you how you can get the book, because the first book is Adjectives. That's the first book. That's my baby. Y'all, Adjectives was the book that I developed during one of the darkest seasons of my life, when I had to deal with all those negative things that people had said to me, and I had to turn them around to be to the positive, so you can start seeing the real person that you see now. Because at first I was walking around living in a mask, living in a world that I shouldn't have even existed in. And then to take it a next step further, the second book, which is going to be available this month, and it's already ready for pre-order, is called 21 Minutes, 21 Days of Prayer and Meditation. And they was like, so how do you expect that to go nationwide? I say every religion pray, everybody meditate. So there you have it. So it's for everybody, because sometimes, because what it's teaching you is how to do things intentionally, because a lot of times we pray and a lot of times we meditate, but it's not intentional. And that's what it's going to be. That's basically honing in on intentionality. So you want your marriage to change, you want your relationships to change, you want your job to change, you want to change. It gives you those steps to do that.
Oh wow, that is amazing. You really are like amazing.
Thank you.
I love it. And can you tell them a little bit more about you, the person?
Oh, me, the person.
Yes.
What else? Exactly do you want me to share with your audience?
Okay, so we found out about your show.
Yes, you
we
did.
Found out about your 2 books.
Yes.
But we want to know about Deborah.
What you want to know about Deborah?
Okay.
How
did Deborah get started?
In which aspect?
Okay, authorship is
okay.
This show is about you.
Oh, it's about me? Okay.
Yes.
Y'all, all right. So now that I know it's all about me, let me go on and just break it down. I started out doing this actually by accident. Oh, wow. I really didn't even want to be an author. I started writing plays, and so that's how I really kind of started in the whole writing. And people actually wanted to see what I wrote, so that got really excited. And so then I made up in my mind that I was going to write a book. I didn't know what I was going to write. I didn't even want to sell the book. Let's just be honest.
Okay.
I just wanted to do something.
Okay.
So I did it, and then people started inboxing me. How can I get the book? I said, are you serious? I said, for real? You want my book? So that's how I became an author. And the second book came because people were saying that they wanted something different and something else to go along with the book that they had. So that kind of fell into that. My background, I have a degree to talk. So my background, I do.
Okay.
Come on. My degree is in advertising and public relations. So basically they teach you how they learn you. You hear I was getting ready to act like my daddy. They teach you how to talk. So that's basically what I was doing. And so that's kind of like me starting on that whole writing journey. But as a young person, I was always an avid reader, and I would write a lot. So writing was also my escape from what I was going through.
Okay.
And then as a person, let's see. Okay, let me go ahead and give y'all the skinny, so that way y'all can share y'all friends, so y'all can share this. I'm single, I don't have no kids, and I just like to have fun. So now that I've done my Match.com spiel, we good?
That's the profile.
That's my profile. That's my profile.
Okay. I love it. And so in the process of going through the author, writing your book, you said some people were interested in your book, but were there any times where you had like some self-doubt or worry or fear that you had to work through?
I think that's with anything that you do. And
Okay.
I think actually it happened, but I kind of used all that negative energy that I was getting to catapult me to where I needed to be. I learned how to channel that stuff that people were saying, and when it looked like I didn't have the money for this and I didn't have the money for that, and my prayer life increased. Because I really started to pray, and I said, God, if this is what you really want me to do, and if this is what you have called me to do, this is what you have ordained me to do, this is what you set forth as my destiny and my purpose, you're going to have to open the door, because I don't even know how else to get it done.
Right.
So after that, I must say that even going through everything that I had to go through, my prayer life increased, because that was the only way that I could make it to where I am. I wouldn't be here with you, girl.
Okay. I love it. So I have a question about this book, Adjectives. Okay. And you said these are some of the words that you had to deal with. So what made you decide to put those words that are on the screen, what made you decide to put those words into a book? Like, how did you say, okay, I'm going to write a book about adjectives?
Okay. Well, to put that in perspective, I was a chunky kid.
Okay.
So I always got, you too fat for this, you too fat for that. You fat but you cute, or you too short to do this, or you can't last as long as somebody else. You'll never get married because nobody wants to marry the fat girl. And so those kind of things, like, I'll never forget, and I shared this in the book. I was real transparent in the book, and because I wanted people to know that somebody else had gone through some of the same things as far as the verbal abuse that I had to endure as a child and even as an adult, and then how those negative words that we hear as a child transform us as adults.
Right.
Because even as adults, we trying to figure out, why do we keep dating the same person, but the same type of person, but different person?
Right.
How do we keep getting to the same job and not liking that job? And it's the same job, but different locations. We trying to figure out why. It goes back to our childhood. It goes back to what people have fed into us. We don't go after the positions because we don't think we're good enough. We don't think that we're smart enough. We don't think that we're able to do it. And then we talk ourselves out. We go into that self-sabotage, and when we self-sabotage ourselves, we can't make it, and we're constantly wondering why I'm in this constant cycle of just treading water. You're like you're treading water, and you're never getting to anywhere.
Absolutely. Wow. And that is so key, because even in relationships, we, the things that we've been told either as children or, in previous relationships, we rehearse that same stuff, those adjectives like you're talking about, and then we bring that into our current relationships. And then we're doing a hamster wheel thing again. Wow, that's heavy. So that sounds to me like some of y'all need to get this book.
And the beauty of it, it's a workbook as well.
Oh,
so there are activities in this book that not only you can work by yourself, but you can work as a group, which I think is the beauty of it. Because sometimes we can't come out of that dark hole unless we got an accountability partner.
Right.
And so with that, it has different activities for you to do after each section in the book.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. I like that. And I like that it's group. I don't think I've ever seen one that you can use it for group. Like with my book, I have a workbook component inside my book, but it's for your own personal working on yourself. But the group part, I like that.
Because, and I think because as women, a lot of times we get so caught up into, I'm in it by myself.
Right.
I can't succeed because nobody's going through the same thing. Just like with the Harvey Weinstein issue that came out, and all the sexual things that have been coming out is because these women didn't speak up because they thought they were the only ones.
Right.
So that's what allows you to show, I'm not in this by myself.
That is so good. Wow. Make sure you pick up the book. Where can I get your book?
They can get the book from conversationsdeborahfranklin.com, or you can go to Amazon or barnesandnoble.com and you can get a copy of this book.
Wow, and just type in adjectives.
You can type in adjectives Deborah Franklin, and
I
will come up, y'all. I'm so excited.
She's Googleable.
I'm Googleable, honey. I'm Googleable. You gotta watch out. Watch out. It's nothing. You're an author. You know where I feel when you go on Amazon and you type in the name of your book and your name pop up. Yes, and you like,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so funny. My daughter was in school last week or 2 weeks ago, and I get a text message. She's supposed to be in class, and she was like, "Mom, I Googled you," and so she sent me a screenshot, and it was like all these pictures of me, and she was just so excited and showed everybody.
Of course.
So,
That's
even for her.
but you know what? That is something to be proud of, to be Googleable. for something good and not something
Right,
bad.
girl,
It's like you
say
saving
that.
up for something that's positive and not something that's negative. It's one thing to be Googleable for all that other junk.
Right.
But when you got something positive to say and you trying to help people,
Right.
man, that's on point right there.
Right. I love it. I love it. So right after this break, y'all, I have some more questions for my special guest, none other than Deborah Franklin. Don't go anywhere.
Y'all better stay tuned, honey.
This is Tanya with the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision.
Hey y'all, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, where we talk about all things pertaining to the 21st century woman, especially the unique challenges. So we're going to go personal.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So you talked about dating and being single and no children. What do you think is the #1 issue for women today, or may even say African American women today? You're over 40?
Girl, yes.
Okay, over 40.
Y'all are way over 40.
I love you.
Way over 40.
Okay. I don't want to assume.
No, you
You
good.
look young.
Well,
That's
thank you.
right. Yeah, you do.
Y'all, come on. I did all right.
So what do you think is one of the #1 challenges for a 40-plus woman dating in the 21st century?
Having to deal with the game.
Okay,
And
explain.
then,
Because
I forgot. I'm
haven't-
talking to a married woman. She done
Yeah.
did all this. I think one of the big...
18 years. So a lot of stuff that's going on now, we didn't have 18 years ago.
You know, I think some of the biggest challenges is honesty and social media. Those are some of the biggest challenges, because with social media, people look at your life online and they think that that's true. And some people don't know how to separate the social media life from the real life. Like the pictures I post are the posts that I'm happy and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
You're not seeing the picture of my struggle. You know, you're not seeing the
that's
picture of that
good.
negative $50 that I got in my account, and I got to call my mom and them to bail me out because I done had to order books. Let's
That's
be real.
word.
I mean, let's just be
That's
real,
word.
honest and clear.
Right.
You're not seeing that. All you seeing is that, book sales done went up. You're not seeing the challenges that I'm going through.
Okay.
And I think and then another thing is that sometimes we get caught up into that storybook. I look at you married, and I'm saying, ooh, she got it going on. That's the kind of marriage I want. But you don't know the story behind the marriage.
Right.
And so a lot of times we want this storybook picture. We want what everybody else has, but we don't want to work for it.
That is so good. And I just did a blog post about that, saying how I'm annoyed every time someone says, I want what you and Don have, because they don't know the backstory.
Exactly.
They didn't see all the crazy stuff.
And that's the same thing with most single women, is that a lot of times we get caught up in the material things as well. And it's not all about the material things. That sometimes we can set a standard that's so high, but if you setting that standard high for somebody else, you got to make sure you setting that standard high for yourself.
Well,
And it just is what it is. You can't sit up and say you want somebody with 3 degrees and you barely got a high school diploma.
we can't even drop that mic.
Okay.
No. We
Oh,
can't.
okay. All right.
All right.
But I'm just being.
Wow.
But that's real talk.
Right. And you know, this is so funny that you say that, because my husband has talked to me several times that he's talked to single women that have like this laundry list of what that man has to have. And it's like, if he doesn't have every 100% of those things, it's a deal breaker. They just
Right.
won't even give him the time of day. So, what would you say to women that have like that laundry list? I'm not saying reduce your standards. If you say, okay, he got to have a job, and you take somebody that don't have a job, I'm not talking about that.
No, please don't.
But
that baby got to be able to buy a loaf of bread. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about, say for instance, someone says, okay, well, I want him 6 foot, and he's got to be, Idris Elba's complexion, but she finds a guy who may be 5'7", and he's LL Cool J's complexion.
And I'm gonna say this: you like what you like,
okay.
But again, you still got to approach the situation in prayer. And sometimes what you like might not be what you need. So just because you want him to be 6 feet, God might be sending you somebody that's 5'9". And I get it, because I still got and I'm guilty. Because I'm barely 5'4" myself.
Right.
But I got to wear my pumps. And if I'm taller than you when I got my pumps on, I do have a problem.
Okay.
But I'm getting over that hill right now. So
so your man really could be 5'2".
No, he can't. I can't, because I can't even bring that home to my brothers. My brothers would laugh me, joke me right out the house. Yes, I am talking about Mark Franklin and Justin Daniels. They would just definitely, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work, because he would be shorter than my grandfather. So that's not going to happen. And my grandfather is still living.
Okay.
Yeah, at 95, 92.
Even if he treated you good, had everything else that was on.
I'm not even sure he would approach me.
Okay.
Because the other piece too is, where are you meeting these people? And you know what? Let me stop that. Let me stop saying that I wouldn't date somebody that's 5'2". It would be a challenge for me. It would definitely be something that I would have to think hard and long about. But that relationship wouldn't start out as a relationship. Gotcha. That relationship would probably have started out as we friends and we cool and we doing something. I probably because that wouldn't automatically, and I think, and I tell everybody that's probably why I'm still single, because I don't approach relationships with men like that. I don't approach you as soon as I meet you. Yeah, that's it. Right. I'm like, it's usually in that circle that I'm in. I'm hanging out. We buddies. We doing this. We doing that. So if something changes, that's something different. Okay. So I can't really say that, because I'm still the type of person that I'm kind of old school, and I'm a Southern Belle because I'm from Texas. Okay. So there are certain standards that you got to have. Height really isn't the issue. It's really some of the standards. Like you got to treat me right. Right. You don't treat me better than my daddy did, then there's a problem. Right.
That is so good. And you said a key too. You said circles that you're in. So on the Tanya Barnett Show, since this is my show, I say controversial things. Okay. So if I'm sitting up in Bible study, and then I'm at the women's conference, and then I'm at the singles ministry meeting, and then I'm doing helps ministry, and then I'm doing children's church, where am I gonna find? Where Boaz gonna find me?
Well, first of all, you lost in the wrong places. Because Boaz is trying to find somebody, and then I have issues with Boaz. Because if you're praying for a Boaz, you don't know what Boaz looked like. Because the only thing they said about Boaz is that he came in on a horse, left her some crumbs, and got her. Okay. Do you really want Boaz? Because he didn't even give you the whole loaf. He gave you crumbs. I'm sorry.
Deborah,
I messed up. I'm sorry.
You're messing them up.
I'm sorry.
It's conferences out there finding the boat.
And send them. My pastor has trained me well. You be careful of what you calling for from that Bible if you ain't reading that thing right. And I know I done killed somebody's women's conference. You might want to look for a Peter. He might have doubted, but at least he had a knife and would fight. He might cuss you, but he's still gonna ask you if you're gonna get saved. So what's better? And he provided. So you might want to check out which person. And you know what? That's what, because Peter, I still believe, because it took how many people to hold Peter in the jail? They had four or five people, but he could pray and he could get out of stuff. So I need somebody that's like that. I don't need nobody I got to guess. And then Boaz didn't marry Ruth because he wanted to. He married her out of a business deal. Or do you want to be a business deal?
When the conference is over.
I guess I won't be getting that invite, huh?
No, you won't be getting that invite.
I'm sorry. I just shut that one down. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. You're supposed to come on here to get, publicity so you can get invited, and then now...
She just won't get invited to the church.
Right.
Well, actually they can, because Technically, let me just go ahead and put it out there. I am an ordained minister. I am Reverend Deborah Franklin. I am that.
Okay.
So, a lot of times I'm the one that's going to come and tell the truth. I believe that that's the problem with the church because we're not telling the truth, and that's why we got all these people crazy, and that's why we got all these women having more than one marriage or being okay with being number 2 when they should be number 1 because we're not telling the truth. Stop telling these people that it's okay that celibacy is easy. You a lie. If you walking around here talking about celibacy is easy, that means your phone ain't ringing at midnight. That means you ain't getting that text message. That's what that means. Because celibacy is a gift, and everybody didn't get that gift. Now, you might be able to tell somebody to pray and how to hold it fast and hold it down, but don't sit up and tell me that that it's easy. That's a lie.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
where else you? I'm so sorry.
No, but we're talking about the unique challenges of the 21st century woman, and this is something that we need to talk about. We really need to talk about. And I just had a conversation actually with a friend of mine while I was away this weekend about that very thing, because there are a lot of single women in church who want to be married, but they're told at singles conferences to be celibate and it is easy, and that's your calling right now, and this and the third, but.
I'm like, stop lying and tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Because if you tell the truth, shame the devil, you weren't celibate with who you married. You didn't wait. I'm not. No, I ain't talking about you. Am I telling the truth?
Yeah.
Well, maybe there was a little discernment coming off of it. There was some discernment.
I wasn't always a virtuous woman.
Oh, okay. But don't get me started on virtuosity either.
Oh Lord, you just gonna take you.
Can I go on and take it out? Can I go on and go? Let me tell you about that Proverbs woman.
I'm gonna go have a seat. And I'm gonna let you take over.
Because with the Proverbs woman, what they don't realize is that they skip that first part of the scripture. They telling you about Proverbs 31, but nobody talks about that's the mama telling the son what he should be looking for.
She got the people in the studio shouting. Yeah, they're shouting
because the mama is telling the son what he should be looking for in a woman, and that's the problem why marriages are falling apart, because the mama don't even know what to tell the son to be looking for. We want to put it on some other stuff, but we're not telling them what they should be looking for. Now, because the mama clearly states in that scripture, she tells that joker to listen 3 times. 3 times, listen. Because she's trying to set him up that you don't need to be out here marrying any old thing. If she can't follow these, if she can't line up to this, why are you going after her? That's why Quita can get that. And you trying to figure out, I done went to school, got my degree, doing what I'm supposed to do, making my own money, and you can't get a man because his mama and or nobody told him what to look for.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
We're not gonna call out Quita though.
Okay.
Because there may be.
Because I love Quita, but I love Quita. Quita, because
we like you.
Yeah, we do. We love Quita because Quita do know how to. Because everybody need a Quita though. Okay. Everybody need a Quita in their corner because Quita gonna tell you the truth.
Right. And she gonna fight for you.
And she gonna fight.
And she gonna cook.
Yeah, she can. But my mama trained me well, so I know how to do all of that.
Wow. You setting some folks free.
I'm gonna set them free.
Are y'all getting that on Facebook Live? Kim said, teach, pass the collection plate. I know that's right.
Oh,
hey, Takia.
Thank you.
But that's what we do here on the Tanya Barnett Show. We break it down. We're honest. And we talk about something nobody wants to talk about.
And nobody wants to tell the truth about that, because I'm sick and tired of every Women's Day they talking about be a Proverbs 31, and they should be teaching that on Men's Day.
Wow.
That's just bottom line. They should be teaching that because that's something that the man should be looking for, not what I'm supposed to be. Yes, I should have those qualities, but if the man that's looking for me doesn't know what those are the qualities that he should be looking for, then why am I doing it?
Right. So then that's why the conversation that I've been seeing is, why are Christian men not marrying Christian women?
Well,
women outside the church.
Well, now let's take the flip of that.
Okay.
That's because some of these Christian women is crazy. Because if all you're doing is walking around with your Bible in your hand and the Jesus pen, who the heck want to be with you? Let's just be honest. You ain't playing near thy cross to D in the bedroom, are you?
Well, I did hear some people say.
And then they crazy. Because what the devil? They crazy. You ain't doing that. with a sensual CD.
I've heard a pastor
That's
say,
a lie straight from the pits of hell. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. You're not gonna do that to me. And that's what
Kim said she just fainted.
Oh, don't faint. Come on.
Kim, get back up. Get back up.
I need you
Get
not
back
to
up.
flatline right now. Don't flatline on me. But see, this is the problem with some of these Christian women, because I know some. They think everything is, oh, the Lord is gonna do this and the Lord is gonna do that. But what are you doing? What are you doing?
Right.
How are you setting yourself up to be ready for that? You don't know. Okay, and I'm sorry, and I'm a feminist. I believe that the woman should have equal rights, but there are still some things that you have to do and know how to do. You can't cook, you can't clean, you don't know how to do nothing but go shop, and that ain't keeping nobody. Heck, that ain't even keeping you, because that's why your account negative. You don't even know how to buy nothing or save nothing because you outspending everything. You have no wisdom, or what I like to say, you ain't got no wisdom. Ain't nothing wise about you.
Wow.
Except you look, your Mac is all you got. And Mac only lasts so long, and it's getting so expensive, I'm about to start going to the other store. Just saying. I need somebody that makes some good makeup like Mac. Y'all let a girl know. Because I promote
There
it.
are some black businesses.
Yeah, come on. That match my skin. Cause see, my skin, I got that dumb skin. It just don't work.
Okay.
I'm too light to be one color and too dark to be the other one. So it just messed up. I'm sorry, y'all.
Marie, if you watching, I think she's on Facebook Live.
You on now?
Tamika said it is not easy. However, she has been celibate for 3 years. But she said it's not easy.
It's not easy.
So
but Tamika is being honest.
Yes.
Tamika's being honest, and I celebrate you. And I love it, because some people, that is not easy, but the thing is, I'm tired of people lying and saying that it is.
Right.
And that's where I am, and that's why I hate going to some of these singles conferences. In fact, I stopped going. Number one, most of these single conferences can't do what I need them to do. I'm single, I don't have children, and I've never been married. That is not represented at the singles conference. The only thing that's represented at single conferences are people that are single with children, people that have been married and divorced, but they forget about the demographic that has not gone through that.
Wow.
So you can't even tell me how to be single and have my own business without having a sugar daddy paying for my rent while I'm running my business.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I said it because I know some people that's doing it.
Kim wants to know, where is your PayPal link so she can send you an offering?
Conversations, Deborah Franklin at Gmail. Yes, come on.
And Takia just said, wow, just wow. But these are conversations we need to be having.
And these are real conversations, because, again, this is why you're losing the millennials from the church. This is why you're losing some of the women from the church. This is why you're losing some of the men you're losing people, period, because we're not having the real conversation. Right. We're not telling the truth. We want to sugarcoat everything. Right. And it's time out for sugarcoating. You got to be real. Right. Just like I went to a conference and they were saying, well, when you go to preach, I said, I'm not going to preach no more if you can't pay me. Because the scriptures say that my gift will make room for me. And if my gift is supposed to make room for me, then you shouldn't be calling me to do this stuff, using my gift, and you trying to give me $20.
But they charging everybody else.
And exactly. No, it don't work like that.
That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show. But I want y'all to know that your gift will make room for you. That's in the Bible. The Bible says that. Okay. And if it's one scripture that you need to hold on to, it's that one.
Yeah. And you just confirmed someone said that to me earlier today. So
and even with your gift making room for you, if the people cannot pay you, that's why you have to have product. That's why I said I had a good bad problem that I sold out of books, because I did go to an event that they could not pay me, but I was able to sell my books. They gave me a table. So there's ways to make it work. And I'm not saying that you cancel. Let me go ahead and clear that up. You do not take an assignment from that God gives you just because of money. Right. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you got to be mindful, because it costs to get there. Right. It costs you. You have to pay gas. And you know,
gotta eat.
Girl, what?
You gotta eat.
And I'll say that one more again.
You got to eat.
And then that good BG&E call, they want you to pay that good light bill. Right. Because you can't sit in the dark and still operate in ministry. You can't operate ministry in the dark. They did it back then, but I can't do that right now. Right.
Different day.
Different day. Real different.
Deborah has dropped a lot of nuggets. I can't even regurgitate most of this because I'm still trying to process. Because she's speaking to me on several things here. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna put her book up on the screen. I'm telling you, you need to reach out to her because she's dropping it. And that's what we do here on the Tanya Barnett Show. We talk about real things, real issues, but we also offer real solutions. So I'll be right back here on the Tanya Barnett Show. I love her. She all out the screen.
Oh, I'm out the screen, y'all. Hey, y'all. Sorry. I had somebody on my Facebook Live talk about tell it. They said tell it. I'm trying to tell it.
I love her. I
trying to do the best I can.
So this is Tanya Barnett. I'll be right back after this break with Deborah Franklin here on the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision.
Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of the Tanya Barnett Show, the flyest talk show on the internet, the talk show where we talk about the unique challenges of the 21st century woman. My special guest tonight is none other than Deborah Franklin, the Reverend Deborah Franklin. And we already know that her PayPal, we're going to be taking up a collection today because she got to eat and she got to put gas in her car. Okay? And I ain't got it for her. I'm just being honest. Okay? So let me ask you something. What drives you? Because I hear a lot of passion in your voice in the subject matter that we're talking about tonight. What drives you to have not only your show where you're doing conversations with Deborah Franklin, but what drives you to tell the truth like you do? Because a lot of people shy away from it. What is driving you to do that?
First of all, I grew up in the church. Okay. And I got sick and tired of people telling me when I had a problem, they would say, oh, baby, just pray about it. It's going to work out. Just pray about it. But nobody could give me practical applications because praying don't help me at midnight.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out who I'm finna call. Let's just be real honest and clear. You know, prayer don't help me when I'm in that job interview.
I love you so much.
I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm transparent because can't nobody talk about me better than me.
Right. Okay.
When I'm cray-cray. Prayer can help you, but what are my practical applications? How can I would start looking at the Bible scriptures and you telling me to read these scriptures, but then you're not telling me the truth about the scripture or analyzing what's there. So that's what really motivates me. And the other thing is just to be able to ignite the power within women to step into their fullness of themselves. Because a lot of times we don't know how to step into our fullness because we aren't sure of who we are and whose we are. And when we know that, then we can move on to the next level. Then you're not going to have women being catty. You're not going to have women doing certain things. Because a lot of people would have, let's say about tonight. Okay. I didn't do my show tonight because I came down to do your show. But if I had an issue with you and I'm being catty talking about, oh, I ain't finna go on her show because she ain't finna take my people. But we two different audiences.
Right.
We just because we may come on the same day at the same time, it does not mean anything. Right. Because your audience is your audience, my audience is my audience, and then we can come together and still celebrate our differences. And that's what women have to do. Right. Because if you think about if all the women got together and celebrated their differences and came together to do something, what could we really do? Right. What could we really get accomplished and really be able to move forward? Because it makes no sense. It's 2017 and we still don't have a woman president.
She's tearing y'all up. She just turned y'all up. But it's so true. And that's why, for me, I have female business owners on my show to feature you. And the same thing. We have a show, same exact time, same night. And it could be, well, I don't want to bring Deborah on here. But no, this show is about you. Because every single show is about the women that I bring on here. And so I love what you're saying, because we need to show women that we can work together. And I mean, the beautiful thing is, I have to say, truthfully, I have not found too many women where we don't support each other, and I thank God for that. And I think it's just the type of energy that I put out, that I attract those type of women who support each other. But I think it's really important to have a platform like what we have, so we can show them, okay, yes, you're a talk show host, yes, I'm a talk show host, but we can support each other's shows.
Exactly. And again, it's all about the support, because I could come on your show to talk about something that you don't talk about. You could come on my show to talk about something I don't talk about. And then you just did a TEDx. If I was interested in doing a TEDx, now I got somebody in my phone that I can call and be like, hey girl, how do you do this? How can you help me out?
Right.
And it's all about the network, because crazy statement that we say, but it's the truth. Your net worth is only good as your net worth.
Absolutely.
And so you got to start building that network, and then being okay with the people that can't fit into your network. Because if they can't fit, they can't take, you can't go to your next level.
Right.
How can you walk in your destiny and your purpose and you don't have the people around you to help you get there or to support you?
Right.
Because the naysayers are going to be there.
Right.
But it doesn't matter, because they're there, but you don't have to pay attention to them.
Right.
You know, and that's the biggest thing with women.
That's so good.
You know, that we really have to learn to work together and not let those other things hinder us from taking it to the next level.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I remember, I think it was T.D. Jakes that said this years ago. He said, if you want to be a millionaire, why are you still hanging with your friends? You need to hang with millionaires, because then you learn what they did to become a millionaire.
And then let's take it even a little bit more simple for the folks that don't understand it. Boo-boo. If you are an eagle, why you keep hanging around with chickens? Because chickens can't fly.
That's so true.
They can't take you to another level. An eagle keeps going higher and higher and higher. They may start out with the chickens, but eventually they're gonna take off.
Right.
And what you gonna do when you take off if you don't have other eagles in your network?
Right.
Just saying.
Wow. She has said a lot, y'all. She said a lot. She has dropped a lot of knowledge, wisdom. This was totally unscripted, so I hope you really got a lot.
Y'all.
No, this is great. This is what I love this. I love this because we're getting the true, authentic you. And that's why when people ask me, what are the questions? What are you going to be asking me? I don't give people the questions. I just want you to flow naturally, whatever comes out of you. So I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. So I appreciate you too.
Thank you. So Deborah, it's almost time for us to wrap up.
Okay.
Where can people find you if they want to, come to check out your show, or if they want to, because I know you have 2 different ones.
I do,
okay,
y'all.
so tell them about it.
I'm so excited. God is really blessing me in this season that I have my own show, Conversations with Deborah Franklin, that comes on Monday nights at 8 p.m. I blog. You can go to my website, conversationsdeborahfranklin.com, as well as go to, wait a minute, y'all, this really blew me away. I'm on iTunes. You can download my podcast. I'm a big girl. You can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Fire Radio. I'm so excited about that.
Right there.
And right there, Fire Radio. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we are now doing live remotes. We are able to take our show live and do different things. So we got some new things that are coming down the pipe. Y'all, I'm so excited. And then I'm also one of the co-hosts on the T. Now the T is one of my babies. And it's for authors. It's for new authors. We have new author spotlight on Sundays, and we're gonna be launching. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told y'all that. We're gonna be launching that pretty soon. I was supposed to launch it this month, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and let that be the New Year thing. We're gonna launch that.
Okay.
But you have to go on to Join the T, and we're on Facebook, Join the T, and you can find us on YouTube as well. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. And everything, I'm on Twitter, Instagram as Conversations Deborah Franklin, or just put Deborah Franklin and I will come up, y'all, because I'm Googleable.
Yeah, she's Googleable. Okay, we found out tonight.
Yes, honey.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
And tell us about your 2 books again.
Okay, my 2 books. The first one is Adjectives. Adjectives is available now. You can go to my website, or you can go to Amazon or Barnes & Noble online and get those books. And 21 days, 21 minutes of prayer and meditation will be available soon, but it is up for pre-orders now.
Yay!
And it comes with a CD. Y'all go get to meditate.
Wow, you are doing it big.
I'm trying to do the best I can.
I love it.
Yes,
love
ma'am.
It. My network about to go up. My network about to go up. All right, my network about to go up. Well, I'm so happy that you decided to not only not be on your show right now, but you chose to be with me tonight.
And I'm sorry, y'all. We didn't even talk about our topic. She took me somewhere else. We were supposed to be talking about my other stuff.
That's part 2.
It's part. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
maybe
I get
do
to
a
come
Facebook,
back.
or we can do a Facebook Live.
I get to come back, y'all.
Yep.
I get to come back.
Yep.
No, honey, I'm coming to. I like the studio, baby.
Okay.
I like being in the studio, y'all. I got the technician, got the cameras, got an audience. Y'all don't understand, honey. I'm loving this.
So we're gonna do a part 2 with Deborah Franklin, but you gotta be ready.
Oh,
in case somebody
me gonna be
cancel.
ready?
In case somebody cancel, I can be like, Deborah, I'm gonna need you.
I'm always ready, honey.
Okay, all
All you
right,
got to do is
awesome.
call, because I know the intern is watched up. But oh Lord, she finna mess up our schedule.
It's okay, but somebody need to hear what you shared today.
Awesome.
And so I appreciate that. I appreciate you being transparent.
Oh, always.
I mean,
Always.
it's just so important, and that helps people. So I want to thank my special guest tonight, none other than Deborah Franklin. Make sure you
y'all.
follow her, purchase her book. Y'all know I'm all about support. We have to support our Black businesses, because guess what? We don't need angel investors. We just need each other to invest in each other, okay?
Exactly.
So make sure you check her out. This is Tanya Barnett. I'll be right back after this break on the Tanya Barnett Show.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett, the host of your Tanya Barnett Show. I hope you enjoyed my in-studio guests. I love when I have in-studio guests, because then I can do Facebook Live. They could do Facebook Live. We get a lot of interaction. My mentor is watching. Hey! I'm so excited, y'all. Deborah just really, she rocked me tonight. I'm just like, confirmation all over some conversations that I had earlier today, and she just brought that thing right back to me. So guess what? I'm putting my big girl panties on. I'm going to grow up a little bit, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently going into 2018. So guess what? 2018 is coming, and so is change. On my birthday, November 29th, I'm going to have a major announcement. I'm rolling out something new, and so I'm really excited about that. So make sure you're following me. My website is realwifemovement.com. Also go to my social media. You can also follow me. I'm Tanya Barnett on Facebook. And I am very excited about all the things that I have going on. I want to thank every single solitary person for your support. And I have coming up my vision board party. So make sure you check me out at my vision board party, Reclaim, bit.ly /Reclaim 2018. Early bird tickets are gone, so if you snooze, you definitely lost on that. However, because I did such a great job at the TEDx, if you go to that link, I am giving $10 off the tickets. That ends on Friday payday. Okay, because I know some of y'all said, girl, like I always I get paid. Friday, last day, $10 off, and the coupon code is TEDx. So if you type in TEDx, capital TED, lowercase x, you'll get $10 off of your ticket for the Vision Board Party. I'm really super excited about it. I have none other than Julian B. Kiganda and Christine St. Ville. They're my special guests. They have an awesome planner that they are featuring 12 amazing women in their planner. They have Justice Fergie and some other people in that planner. I was in the planner last year for November. I was Miss November last year. So I'm really super excited about having them as my special guests at my Vision Board Party. Also, tomorrow, catch me and G. Sanders on Great Day, Washington. We'll be there at 9 o'clock. We'll be talking about the event that's coming up, Black Love Industry Professionals. We're having an event this Saturday. So make sure you check us out tomorrow morning here in the DMV area, WSA 9 at 9 a.m. That'll be me and G. And then Saturday, we have Black Love Industry Professionals. We are having just a funky, fresh, grown and sexy, sophisticated event. Make sure you check us out. That'll be at 600 F Street, The Loft. And I'm really excited about that. I'm one of the speakers there, as well as some other special people, and it's put on by Paul C. Brunson. So if you know anything about Paul, he puts on an A+ stellar event, and I'm super excited and honored to be a speaker at this event. So we have a lot going on. And I just want to shout out my honey. He's here in the studio with me today, and he just went through a serious relaunch. And his new business is Donald Barnett PR. So make sure if you're looking for a PR person, we just went through a major relaunch. Pray for me. Pray that I stay married through this. Make sure you check him out. He is DonaldBarnettPR.com on online, and then Don Barnett PR, all social media. So check him out if you're looking for a PR person. He is helping the new and emerging artists, authors, bloggers, whatever you are. He will help you get your life. If you see all the things that I've done, my husband has helped me with that, and so he wants to help everybody else get their shine. So I'm Tanya Barnett. I'm out of here. Thank you so much to my special guest again tonight, Deborah Franklin, and I will see you next week. I hope to have a special guest for you, and I cannot wait to share them with you. Talk to you later.
It's the Tanya Barnett Show. 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 We talk about real things, talk about life things. The 21st century woman gotta get right. Entrepreneurship, motherhood, marriage, divorce, dating, healthy living, and